Hello, hello, my dear friends. I'm so happy to speak today and to tell you about my book, about my experience. My name is Kate, and I'm from Ukraine. And you know that it is war in Ukraine now, and with my three children, Annie, Misha, and Lev. Lev is 2, Annie is 8, and Misha is 15. We had to leave Ukraine. We live in Kharkiv, and you know that living in Kharkiv was very dangerous, and we had to move to safer place. It was important for my children, and it was a long road. When the war started, and it was February, it was a very difficult period to survive. We were so frightened, we didn't know what to do, and we stayed in our office. We had our school, English school in Ukraine, private school. Everything was so beautiful before the war. We were happy to live in our flat, to have business, to have these beautiful 3 kids, and etc. But we were living in this flat, in this office, staying for this attacking period, and we were so afraid of staying because of danger. Planes started to fly, and we decided to move. And we moved to Poltava. After that, to Kropivnitsky, Ternopil, Uman, different places to to see and to stay. It was really hard to go through these places and to have so many trials in our way. And we were in Romania for some period of time, and after that we moved to Austria. So now we are living in Austria. And in Austria, it was, of course, hard, especially first time. But after that, I asked myself, why am I here? Why Austria? Why I must be there, here? And after these questions, I had an answer. And this answer was to write, to speak. I'm an English teacher, and I have a lot of other different interesting jobs and hobbies. But at this moment of time, I thought that I must write a book and to share all my experience, my wisdom, my knowledge, which I got during this period, into this book. Through this book. And I started writing every day. I did my best, especially it was hard because with my 3 children, and I was working simultaneously, teaching, doing a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah. And learning German, of course, because it's Austria and I should speak German. And of course, it sounded unbelievable. Oh my God, I'm writing an English book. What will you have after that? Will it be so successful? Do you believe that somebody will read this book, will publish this book? I asked these endless questions, but nevertheless, I resumed writing. And every day with tears, with fear, and a lot of different thoughts in my head, I kept on writing. And when I finished writing my last page, uh, I want to tell you about this last page. I finished my book, and I really saw that it was the last page. It was the end of the book. It was the final. But suddenly, my husband said that we had some problems with my English school in Kharkiv, and I should go there to close our business. And it was a period when I had to go to Kharkiv alone, again to this place of fear and tragedy. Yes, I was, of course, frightened and trembling. Oh my God, what it will be. Uh, and yes, I really went. And I had a lot of stress there. The biggest stress was it recalled this period. I recalled all this time, beautiful time, happy time living in Kharkiv, and also this bad period of this war. And it was a mix of feelings when I arrived in Kharkiv, and no light, no electricity, a lot of problems, this siren. And I was closing my business, which I had been um, building for 11 years. Oh, it was disastrous period. But I uh, did everything. I finished all my deals. I closed my school. I did a lot of stuff. And I came back home. I saw my children. I saw my husband. I hugged them very tightly. And I wrote, I understood at this moment of time that it was the end of my book when I came back from Kharkiv, from this journey to Kharkiv. And I came back. It was a little bit stress after my journey, and I was trembling a little bit. But after that, I took my courage and I wrote the last chapter of my book. And it was the end, the real final. Now it was a final. I closed it and I thought, and now what can you do now? You have written this book, 190 pages. Now it is 222 because with corrections, with photos and etc. But at this moment of time, I thought, oh, and now you have finished writing a book in English. So what about your ideas? What will you do? Actually, it was a period before the New Year's holidays. It was preparation for New Year, uh, maybe middle of December. And I decided to send my book to different publishers. It was such a funny period how I was doing that. I was searching in internet. Even I didn't know how to search that because it is another country. It is everything in English, yeah. And I didn't know this sphere. everything was so unclear. Everything was unfamiliar for me. So, and I was searching for different sites, for different publishers. I saw submission. So I just saw this submission, and I sent. I sent maybe more than 20 letters to different publishers, little publishers, very popular publishers. I was crazy. Now I understand that it was craziness doing that, but it was so. Um, I was I was frightened. I was scary, but I was doing that, and I was doing that because at that moment I saw the sense. I saw the sense of my book. I saw the sense of my philosophy in this book. You know, I was writing the letters to publishers, and I didn't believe in success. I remember this period I sent, just praying and just, it's like casino. Who am I? I thought. I'm not a British writer. I'm not an English speaker person. Who am I? I'm a Ukrainian refugee, and I wanted to make people happier. I wanted to help my country, to say about my story, about the war. And I sent these letters just to try out, to play with miracle. I don't know how to explain these feelings, but I was very scary. It was a very, very brave action from my side. And it was Happy New Year. We were celebrating. Nobody answered me because of the holidays, and I understand that. After that, I was waiting. It took maybe not a lot of time, but for me it seemed to be very long. Maybe in the middle of January, I started receiving answers. I remember this period of first letters. I was so happy. Even I was happy to get any answers. Oh, I see the letter. Oh, it's so nice. Even when they said no, I was so happy. Oh, they said no. Because they paid attention. They had time to read my book. For me, it was honor. And usually they answered me that they're happy to publish my book, but it will be like a hybrid contract, and I should pay some money for publishing. I didn't know what to do actually, because I didn't understand what it meant. Hybrid, traditional contract. Everything was new. But my friend Steve, I accidentally met him in Facebook. He's a British writer, and he believed in me. He persistently said, "No, they must publish you. and you must believe in yourself. And you don't have money, so you must try to find a person, a publisher, who really can say, I believe in you and I'm ready to pay for you. And I received five maybe proposals, and some of these proposals were by very popular publishers. I was surprised that this billionaire publisher, they wanted to publish me. Oh, super. But again, this, you should pay a little money. And I was ready to do that. I even thought to find this money to invest, but it was a risk. It was a big risk for me and for my family, because you know that I'm a refugee living in Austria, and I'm not sure that I will earn a lot of money actually at this moment of time. Maybe I believe positively that in future I will do that, but now it's not so easy to do that. And fortunately, I received a letter from Lionel. It's a very good publisher, and he was ready to cover all expenses and to help me. He believed in me. He believed in my book. He believed in my experience. And let's imagine my surprise, my astonishment. I was jumping. I went to my neighbors, Marta and Franz, Austrian neighbors, and I announced this, and they were shocked. Everybody was shocked. I was shocked. I suppose that nobody believed in this success. Nobody believed that it could be possible, but it happened. It really happened. Actually, it is funny, but I signed his contract with Lionel, eye-to-eye publisher. And suddenly, two popular publishers also wrote to me that they were ready to publish me, but sorry, I chose Lionel. He was the first and he was the best. I believe that God sent me this man, and he sent me all people during my way. Actually, this book, it is about my road where I was led by God. You know, we have choice. Our choice is to control everything or trust the world, trust the God, trust his road. And I made a decision to trust the God. And it worked out, I suppose. He led me. He helped me to go through all these trials. He helped me to endure a lot of difficult situations. He was always with me, and he protected me from depression, from despair. He gave me light in darkness. And now I want to give this light to you. I want to share my love with you. I'm sure that this world is not so. I'm sure that this world is not so cruel as we see. This world can give us possibility to develop our soul. Our life can be hard, but our choice is to be depressed, to be sad under these difficult life obstacles and circumstances, or to see the sense, to see love, God's love in everything what we have. My road is hard. I had and have actually, I'm having now a lot of problems, difficulties, but I don't give up. I never give up because I believe that I'm protected by Him and I really love people around me. I believe that one day the war will finish. Ukrainians will be happy and everyone will understand the sense of life. I want to give this sense, my love. Never give up. Never think that this period is so unbearable. No, you are alive. And this moment is your opportunity to be happy. This moment is your chance to be able to love, to believe in God, to trust His road. Now, my book will come true, will come to me soon. On Monday, maybe I will touch its pages and you can buy this book, you can read this book, you can feel my love through this book, you can be happier and more positive because of my book. I wanted to do that. I wanted to show contrast between pain and love, between despair and belief, between control and trust in God's road. I wanted to present my experience to you generously, to hug you and to show that everything is possible. No obstacle is ever insurmountable. Nothing is over until it's actually over. I wanted to give this sense for you through my story, through my trials. So, my dear friend, I hope that you will read my book. I hope that I will help you. I will inspire you. I hope that this world will be kinder and people will help each other, and God will be in people's hearts every day, every time, under different situations, hard situations. They believe in God and trust Him. I trust, I love you, and I believe in you. So, thank you for watching this video. I will give you the link after this video, and you can go to Amazon link and you can buy my book. Or you can write to me and I will hug you. In any case, I want you to be happy. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day, my dear friend.